Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be working on the Land Cruiser. Our goal for today is to put 35-inch tires on it with no lift. Should fit. I don't know. I haven't measured yet, but it's looking good. So let's just get right into it. One down. That one pretty easy. I did have one small little hiccup on the rim that I'll show you now. There's a little lip for the hubcap, and it actually doesn't fit over the hub, so I'm gonna have to grind that down, and I'll show you that here in a minute. Hopefully you guys can hear me, but right here there's just a tiny little lip, and when I'm sliding it over the hub of the truck, it's just hanging up. So I'm grinding that off all four wheels. Now I figure it's important to note that I didn't have to grind the back ones, but I chose to anyway, because if I get a flat tire, I like to be able to swap my tires around in case I have a locker in the rear. You don't want to run mismatched tires. So I'm grinding the rear hub also, even though it's not currently necessary. So if I have some sort of trail repair or an issue, I can put the front tires on the back and the back tires on the front, and so on and so forth. Well, there we have it. The wheels are on the Land Cruiser. Do they fit? Technically, yes. Are they going to rub? Probably a lot. So I'm gonna go up and do the yard and do some testing and turning. Kind of intentionally put some wear marks on the bumpers and everything, and figure out where I need to trim out to make these things not rub. Because the last thing I want to do is tear up my brand new tires. So far the tires fit good. I just went on a test drive and they are wicked smooth. Unfortunately, all our hoses are shut off because it was 15 degrees last week, so I can't wash off all the aluminum shavings, which is kind of a bummer because they look bad. But we're gonna do some flexing and see if we can't get this thing to rub. So we'll pull this front mud flap off and trim the front bumper a little bit. On the back, let's see here. Real darn close on the back. I think I'm just going to leave it for now and see how it does. We got this tire tucks right up underneath that lip perfectly. So when I back up, I'll take note of the valve stem location and where it relates to the top of the tire. And so when I back up, I'll see if there's any marks or anything that's going to damage the tire on it. I stand corrected. After kind of going back and forth up on this hill here, I actually got the tire to hook onto the rubber or the plastic a little bit. which is what I wanted to do, so that way now I know where I need to cut. Let me show you guys what I did. So the tire was just barely catching on this lip right here, so I just cut it back, and you can see this is the body here, and this is the flare. So now let's rub on the body, which has nice smooth edges and hopefully won't rip my flare off. Wow, I am extremely happy. I flexed this thing out just about every way I deemed possible on my little mound here, and not any rubbing whatsoever. All I did was trim the front of the bumper here, just cut this back. I did pull off the factory front mud flaps, which I don't love how that looks, kind of unfinished, but it doesn't rub. On the back, all I had to do was trim that, and now that doesn't rub. The wheels are 17 by 8s, I think, with -12 offset, and those are perfect. So I'll link those down in the description for 35s with no lift. Future plans for the Land Cruiser. I bought a 1999 Mercedes 300 turbo diesel, and that is going to replace this dog slow and terribly inefficient 3FE that gets about 10 miles to the gallon on a good day. In addition to that, I have a locker for the rear. The rear does have a little bit of play, so I bought that since I had to pull it apart anyway. And I want to do a winch in the front. I have that sitting in the garage. So that's going to go behind the bumper, hopefully out of the way, hidden but functional. And that's about it. Kind of going for a stock looking build that makes tons of power and gets 30 miles to the gallon. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.